Hello, hello. All right. Let's move this back a little bit. So I fully expect to finish this today. Hold on, let me fix the lighting. Is that better? A little bit. Gotta watch out for my 5-head. I got my dad's hairline. Okay, but yeah, if we finish early, which I expect we will, we're gonna read the light novel. Mr. Phantom, Solution Key, Book of Death, Shinigami's Secret, Homunculus, yada yada yada, Solution Blade. Oh boy. Something in my eye.
You did it, Master!
Hold on, the cat wants to leave.
Sorry, Shinigami.
Okay.
Can you wait a bit?
Yeah, we need to not celebrate for a second.
You wanted someone to stop you from the beginning, didn't you? Were you
Aw.
hoping to be punished for your crimes? Is that why you led me here? I don't fight to lose. As the real me, you should know that. Only one of us will leave this mystery
Oh,
labyrinth.
yes.
My intention was to review our answers here. It looks like the conclusion has been made. I realized something the first time I came to this city. There was no perfect solution for Kanai Ward's mysteries.
I guess this
There's
is
a
one way to
great
save on your VA
contradiction
budget.
here. In order to follow through with the perfect solution, I had to commit another crime. I despise unsolved mysteries
Yes.
more than anyone else. And yet, I ended up creating even more. The mysteries have consumed me. Kanai Ward can't be trapped in the rain for much longer. You can't live in a world of lies forever.
I
We
mean,
have to put an end to this.
it's either gonna keep
I
raining
guess
or
we
everyone
do.
dies.
I know it's our only option. But can you really do it? It's a cruel decision to make. What's wrong? If you refuse, you'll be yielding to me.
And he's
I'll
not gonna
become
let it
death
let
or
it
the devil
go.
himself for the sake of Kanai Ward. Now, choose. Either you reap my soul, destroy the
Oh,
mystery
yeah.
labyrinth, and expose the truth of Kanai Ward, or give up and remain here forever.
I
What
mean,
is your solution?
we kind of have to destroy
Master,
it.
I already said everything I wanted to say. In the end, it's your decision.
I mean, we have to destroy it.
I believe in you.
We're not the one who is committing crimes.
What's wrong? Destroy me already! Otherwise, you will
What
die
is
here
Yuma
instead!
gonna pick? Oh, it is me.
Now, choose. Either you reap my soul, destroy the mystery labyrinth, and expose the truth of Kanai Ward, or give up and remain here forever.
Well,
What is your solution?
Master, I already said everything I wanted to say. In the end, it's your decision.
okay. Well, we don't have a choice either.
If you choose to destroy the Mystery Labyrinth, I'll reap the culprit's soul like I always do. That will destroy the Mystery Labyrinth and kill the culprit.
Will he come back as
solve
a
the global
zombie?
kidnapping case, but there would be chaos in Kanai Ward. The world will know about the homunculi, and who knows what'll happen to them and the city after that. I really don't know what to do.
Exposing the truth to make everyone happy is the perfect solution. The only way to do that is...
to hurt people. Is it... Okay, I'll pick what Yuma would pick. God damn it. What's it gonna say here?
If you choose to stay in the Mystery Labyrinth, there is nothing I can do. Eventually, it will absorb your soul and you'll vanish without a trace. If that's the conclusion you choose, I'll see it to the very end. Although he didn't sign a pact, he came here using coalescence. Which means that once you vanish, coalescence will shut off and he'll be kicked out of this place. In other words, he'll be the only one to escape the Mystery Labyrinth.
Exposing the truth to make everyone happy is the perfect solution. The only way to do that is...
Alright. Self-preservation is key.
Are you sure? Is this your solution, Master?
Yep. I'm gonna go with extra dialogue. Is that really okay? Oh, this is just...
Are you sure?
I've decided.
I've decided. The Mystery Labyrinth must be destroyed. That's a relief. I knew you'd make the right choice. I leave the rest to you.
Well?
I can finally let it end.
Aw.
No, I won't be the one to destroy the Mystery Labyrinth. What? I'd only need to gather evidence and expose Kanai Ward's secrets to solve this case. There is no place for emotion in that. But that's not how I want things to be. That's not the perfect solution I'm looking for.
So what is it?
It's not the perfect solution unless everyone is saved. Do you still not get it? Idealism solves nothing. It's not just about my ideals. I have a plan.
Oh?
What are you going to do?
What plan is that?
I've put a lot of thought into this. When it comes to the perfect solution that can bring true happiness to the people of Kanai Ward, there is no answer.
Yeah.
In the end, detectives are just outsiders. I don't believe a solution brought by an outsider will make everyone happy.
Well, isn't...
So instead, why not let
an
the people
outsider
of
too?
Kanai Ward decide for themselves?
What do you mean by that?
Tell everyone in Kanai Ward the truth, and let them choose their own futures. Have the people decide how to fix this problem.
Democracy. Well, not even democracy.
That's your solution?
Something better than
It's
that.
not my solution, it's everyone's. I'll let everyone in Kanai Ward do what I can't do on my own. Even if a great detective reached out from above, they would never touch the people here. Only the city's residents can solve the contradictions facing them.
Oh.
Do you really think they can accept the truth? I'm sure of it. I believe in them. And I'm sure you do too. After all, you love the people of Kanai Ward.
Dun, 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 dun.
So whether it's
Oh,
right
his
or
cow
wrong,
like went sad.
at least it's something everyone will decide upon together. That would be for the best. I think that is the perfect solution this city needs.
But how do you intend on telling everyone the truth? They might not believe it.
I mean,
That's where you come in. I want you to directly tell them everything.
how's he gonna come with us?
Not as the homunculus of the WDO's #1, but as Amaterasu's CEO, who has been protecting Kanai Ward. I think everyone will listen to you. I want you to work together with everyone who lives in this city to find the answer to this unsolvable mystery. Solving the mystery in the real world will destroy the mystery labyrinth that was spawned from it. Right?
Right.
Labyrinth is the physical embodiment of a mystery in the real world, after all. If the mystery in the real world vanishes, so will its manifestation here.
So if we don't
settles
make
it.
it disappear,
You need to leave here alive so you can destroy the mystery labyrinth from the real world. And you intend to stay here in my place?
so what?
Master, I think you already know this, but that means you will die.
Yeah, I know. Are you sure about
But-
this? You're sacrificing your own life just to let others find the solution. I can't believe a detective would make that choice. No, probably not.
He's not a
But
superhero.
remember, I'm just a trainee. I've done everything alone until now. Even before coming to this city when I was the WDO's #1. I've always decided everything on my own to try to reach the perfect solution.
Aww.
We share
So this
the
is what
same
Yuma would
DNA.
be if he didn't
and
have any
yet,
friends.
You're trusting someone
Or
else to find the
scissors.
solution for you? This feels weird to say to myself, but you're brilliant. That's why you've placed all the burden on yourself, but you're taking on more than you can carry. On the other hand, even though I've lost so much, I was able to grow from it. I'm far from perfect, so all I can do is rely on others to make up for my shortcomings.
Aww.
You do always rely on others whenever you're in trouble.
But to rely on others, well, it's like you're entrusting yourself to them. You believe in them and put your fate in their hands.
And all of his friends took
If you
that
can't
relatively
figure out the
seriously.
perfect solution, then why not entrust it to someone else?
Even Halara with her money grubbing.
Well, that's one sure way for Master to solve this. You're always letting others make up your mind for you.
Can you cancel coalescence on your own? Yes. Whoever wields coalescence can revoke it at any time.
Oh.
And if coalescence is cancelled, what will happen to him?
He was never supposed to be in here to begin with, so he'll be tossed back into the real world.
Well
Safely?
then, all that's left is for you to end your coalescence. I'll stay here and wait for you to destroy the mystery labyrinth from the real world.
I'm sure your soul will vanish before then, Master.
And what if I betrayed you instead?
Aw.
Even if I leave, I may not tell everyone the truth. You would never do that. It's how I know I can trust you with this.
Mm-hmm. He knows what kind of
Love for being
person
a great
himself
detective,
is.
Master. I've been saying it all along, but you're just too naive.
You're right about that. You've got a good partner.
Aw.
I see. You used to solve everything on your own. But since you lost everything along with your memories, you accepted the help of your partner and surpassed your former self.
Without even knowing it.
How ironic. Very well.
It's
You
like
can count on me.
rain
I'll take care of the rest.
wedding day.
I'm
Sorry,
now
that's all I
going to
think of when I
cancel
hear the
my
word ironic.
coalescence.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah.
By the way, Master, you can still reconsider this.
I mean, I picked the other
If the soul of
thing.
the real culprit gets reaped, the mystery labyrinth will be destroyed as usual. Right, I know. But destroying the mystery labyrinth from outside is a smart idea for a goober like you. Though you did drop the ball right at the end.
Even now, you can't be nice?
Never.
It may not be the perfect solution I wanted, but if everyone in Kanai Ward understands...
Aww, but it's such a shame. I wanted to make you a detective greater than #1 himself.
She already did.
I guess this is it.
She already did. Oh, there's a door.
Whoa, what's going on?
What do you mean? It's the mystery labyrinth's emergency exit.
What?
Emergency exit?
An emergency exit, huh? Well,
Oh,
there is
that was a
one,
long time
kinda.
ago.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything.
That was the
You'll
first.
just go right back to the mess you
Well,
came
second
from.
mystery labyrinth.
Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy
Ooh.
price.
She
And
avoided
that is-
that question
Don't worry about
entirely.
it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
Huh? This door is the emergency exit?
You'll go back to the moment Makoto was pointing a gun at you before we entered the mystery labyrinth. But he should be fine now, so I'm sure you can leave without worry.
Wait, hold on. It's that easy? What about the heavy price?
Oh, that. It's not much.
What?
It'll just cancel our pact.
No.
What?
But if that happens, your memories will come back. Maybe this would actually be better for you.
No.
I can get my memories
Shinigami. Are you trying to
If
break
I
up with
go
me
through that door?
after all this time?
You got it.
But what will happen to you if our pact is cancelled?
Nothing you should worry about.
Oh, please.
Once you end our pact, you'll forget all about me and the mystery labyrinths.
Aww.
Huh? Why?
And that's how it goes with death gods. It's why our existence isn't exactly widely known. The same
Come
goes for the people
on.
who entered the mystery labyrinth using coalescence. They forget all about it.
But what will happen to you? Will you return to the book?
I can either return to the Book of Death and sleep for centuries, or vanish with this mystery labyrinth.
No.
I actually have no idea. It's the first time anybody's used the emergency exit.
Can't we just wait like a
I
little
figured
bit?
it'd be okay to let you use it, Master. Anyway, I guess this is goodbye.
Aw, come on.
What's with that face? You should be happy right now. You'll get your memories back and finally be free of your annoying partner.
You were just
How could I be
growing on
happy
me.
about this?
I know.
You've helped me so much. Isn't there any way we can leave here together?
Don't do that, Master. You should be saying, I never want to see your ugly face again, and take off like you just hit the jackpot.
Aww.
You should tell me that you hated our time together. Otherwise, you'll make me second guess myself.
Oh. Now they're both crying.
Hey! Before you lost your memories, you solved cases without anyone's help, right?
So I've heard. I don't remember though.
Well,
Oh.
because you lost your memories, you were forced to depend on others. You and #1 began walking different paths. But in the end, you solved the mystery of Kanai Ward, even when your past self couldn't. Maybe before
Hopefully
you lost your
Makoto's a
memories,
quick worker
you
and this
planned
is
for all of
just
this to
buying us
happen.
time.
You figured out that the perfect solution you could come up with on your own wasn't enough. So maybe you trusted the version of yourself that lost his memories to find it. And then you went and trusted the people of Kanai, Ward Master.
That's all the more reason why I don't want to forget our time together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll never be able to apologize to you enough.
There's no other way. That's just how it works. Well, if by some miracle you remembered for just a moment,
What?
I hope you make your wish come true. You know, about wanting to eradicate all unsolved mysteries in the world and making people happy.
It looks like Final Destination from Super Smash Brothers a little bit. That feel.
Hey, come on, Master! Boys aren't supposed to cry!
I can't help it.
Aww.
Come on, pull yourself together. You better stand up and walk straight, even without yours truly. I'm putting my trust in you,
Aw.
Master.
Yeah, I promise. One day, I'll show you a world where everyone is happy. I swear.
Aww.
Good. There's no time. You better hurry, or the Mystery Labyrinth will absorb you.
Can't we just kind of wait by the door? What? Oh. Nope, that's it. Bye. Oh.
Oh, hold on!
Oh. What? Aww. Cute. Definitely got a screenshot of that.
Bye-bye,
Aw.
Master.
Thank you, Shinigami.
Aww. Bye, Shinigami.
I'm not sad or anything. I'm
No.
used to being alone. And that solves everything,
No.
doesn't it?
No. So does he just lose his memories of what happened in exchange for his original ones? That's just as bad.
I've gotten that trainee detective to agree. The preparations are complete. Now, let's begin.
I'll be taking
Man,
all
he
your
sounds so
memories.
different.
You sure about this?
As number one
I
in
would
Yuma.
think number one of the WDO could solve the case all on his own.
No. Where I'm going, that's not sufficient to make everyone happy. Besides, it's best to pack light for a journey.
You sound like someone about to commit suicide.
I'm signing a pact with a death god. It's basically the same as dying.
Wow.
You're right about that. I mean, you'll be a different person when you wake up.
Look after me when I do. I know you won't be able to say much due to our pact, but please guide me on the path to becoming a detective. I'm putting my trust in you.
Aww.
You really are crazy. Nobody should trust a death god with their life.
I have a feeling you and I will do well together.
You sure you're brave enough to be my partner? You're not gonna whine the whole time, are you?
Maybe, but
Well,
he won't
since
be in
you've
charge of that.
entrusted yourself to me, I'll be your mentor. I'll turn you from a little fledgling to a great detective.
I look forward to it.
Aww.
Now, let's begin.
Like they are. It's
you
funny.
Ready to give everything for the truth?
She keeps the same rapport she had with him
Yes.
from the beginning, like
Of course.
with the Yuma from the beginning, the number one. And just the whole time, Yuma's just like, "What is going on? I don't have any
And about what you
context
asked earlier.
for this confidence."
I'm serious. I will show you a world where everyone is happy. Even if it's a different version of me, I promise I'll make it happen.
Aww.
So you're fine with every part of the pact?
Yes, of course.
You better keep your end of the bargain. Even if you forget all about me. Cross your heart and hope to die, Master.
And then I was gone. The end. I think there's a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, could have been better. Sea bass. Alright, saving. More loading. Excuse me. I blame the Coke Zero.
More rain. Same as always. Until recently, I despised this rain. I thought it was just dark and sad. But now I see it differently. It's a gentle rain, protecting us. A strange illusion appears when I look up at it. The rain isn't falling on me, but rather, I am ascending toward it. At least, that's how it feels.
That's one way to put it.
Well, I suppose that's enough sentimentality for today.
That's enough talking to
to go
myself for
shopping.
today. Oh, we get an epilogue.
First, a new raincoat.
Oh, we get to be Kurumi. Is she going traveling? She has like a travel backpack. I'm starting to feel like this rain isn't too bad.
Yes,
Yeah, it does protect us after all. Haha, I never thought I'd feel this way. Okay, this... Oh, there doggo.
Hi, Kurumi. I've got your order right here.
Huh.
Ta-da! Amaterasu Corporation's brand spanking new raincoat. It'll easily block out both rain and sunlight.
Oh, wow.
thank you.
Wow. Amaterasu sure has changed. They're even making products for us now. Just a bit ago, they mainly exported stuff, so we never knew what they were making. But Mr. Makoto taking the helm of both Amaterasu and Kanai Ward really changed things.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yes,
true.
he's doing something with his time.
It's nice to have a local business invested in our town's interests. Of course, I hope they keep exporting goods so that more money comes into Kanai Ward.
Maybe some nice
I'm
sunglasses.
sure Mr. Makoto can handle it.
You got that right. Glory to the future of Kanai Ward. By the way, what's with the heavy bag? You going somewhere?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh? Yeah, was I right? She's
Nice.
traveling?
Well, take care. Good rain to you.
Huh.
Likewise. Good rain to you too.
Cute.
Next on the shopping list is... Right, body cream.
Oh, like sunscreen? It's this way. Oh. There, yes, here we are.
Hey,
Hey, have you heard? Marunamon has recovered nicely since the flooding.
That's great!
Really? That's great. Apparently, that ex-peacekeeper Martina is keeping a handle on things over there.
right.
Plus, she's absolutely gorgeous. Long live Miss Martina. Am I right? My impression of her from the theater club was that she ruled with an iron fist, but...
Huh?
Did you speak badly of Miss Martina just now?
Uh.
Not at all. I didn't say anything. I mean, yes, I do agree she's attractive, but for like different reasons, I'm afraid, you know. This way? Oh, what does this person say? What is it? Those pesky peacekeepers have finally chilled out, so why don't you leave me alone too? Alright. What are we doing squatting?
What?
The hell are you? Don't talk to me. Everyone's walking around without a care in the world. He's not taking the news very well. This way? Can I look at that? Whatever. Wait, can I look at... Let's go back over here. Clogged pipe. I used to think all the pipes were a big eyesore. But it's because of these pipes that Kana Ward was able to exist. Oh. Well, I'm glad I looked.
Excuse me, do you have the body cream I ordered?
Of course. Here you go. Specialized body cream that'll protect you from harmful sunlight.
Oh, wow.
It's perfect for us homunculi. It's perfect for us homunculi. I can't believe I'm getting used to saying that.
Oh, boy.
I never would have imagined. Oh well, that's life.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes.
It was all so sudden. That day, Mr. Makoto startled all of us in Kanai Ward with that emergency broadcast. Seeing his face behind the mask was surprising enough. Who could have guessed we were all monstrous homunculi?
Well,
We're not monsters. We're just a little bit different from regular people.
I wonder if they can, like, repair
Right,
the...
that's what Mr. Makoto said.
I guess the best way to do it is phrase it as repair. And repair all the old
Still,
zombies.
it's hard to accept it. And I'm not talking just about myself here. Everyone feels the same way.
For now, I think we should just take it slow. If we can accept things slowly, we can live our lives with more hope.
Right. We're immortal, after all. We've got plenty of time.
Oh, that's weird to find out. I forgot if they mentioned that they aged
Besides,
regularly too.
We all made the decision together. After we voted on the referendum, we chose to follow Mr. Makoto.
Thanks for the exposition.
So yeah, like he said, we need to take it slow and live with hope.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okie dokie. Next is... Oh, right! I need to buy a map!
Yes. So where are we going? First floor, I guess. The surface. Let's go back. Following the map. Wait, did I walk by somebody I can talk to? Here we go.
Right!
I'm off to buy my little girl some picture books. New ones from outside Kana Ward have been coming in.
Hey!
Come on, Mama, let's go already. There's so many books I want.
Wow!
That's great. Which books are you getting? the quite stuffed caterpillar, 111 calicos, and the big ship that would. Those all sound great.
Here!
Why don't we go get them before they all sell out?
Yeah!
Okay, good rain to you, lady.
Yeah!
Good rain to you. Well, I look 111 calicos. Here?
Since then, the people in town have stopped eating meat buns.
I mean, they kind of have to, right?
No one wants them anymore, now that we know what they're made of. I think that's a natural response.
Don't they have to?
Our bodies may be artificial, but our hearts are still human.
What are they?
Uh,
Since nobody eats them anymore, the meat bun places have closed down. I wonder if a new store is going to open up. What do they eat now, then? Huh. Now I just want to know what they eat now. I go... Is it back down this way? No. Okay, let's go... No. Let's go this way. We can... Can I speak to you?
Let me see.
Now I can make all the money I want. Let's go. Amaterasu Corporation can't touch me. In fact, my new company will be even bigger. Okay.
yeah!
I like modern cars, but vintage ones like this are cool too. Which car best suits an informant? Probably a older car. Or maybe I'd be cooler if I ditched the ride entirely and just appeared out of nowhere like a phantom. She should get like a cool motorcycle and do like that Akira slide everywhere she goes. Alright, what do you have to say?
Oh?
Do you go to Etheria Academy? I bet you're real classy.
Why?
There are plenty of regular students there as well. Haha, such a serious response. You really are classy. I'm really not.
Oh.
Well, who am I to say? Huh? Okay. The map says upstairs? Or am I wrong here? Oops. Okay, I will... Let's get back down. Is it... Our stairs? Aha! Here we are. What? Where is it? Like, I'm right by the thing here. So what am I? It's the church that way. Okay, this takes me the long way. Go upstairs. Can't. Okay, this is where I was earlier. Is there anything I can do over here? No. Okay. This little spot's confusing. I want to see what she says. It's a men's restroom. Not even an informant like myself has any business going in there. I doubt anyone's heading into the wrong restroom just for the sake of gathering info. You know what? I'm gonna... Wait, hold up. I can't take a video. There you go. Send that to J.K. Rowling. Okay, I'm mighty confused. Dang it. Where is... It's like... Kamasaki District. I really do need a map. Here, I'm confused. Okay, let's try this. Still not here? No. Scold me none. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. These men know what they want, apparently. Okay, I'm confused. I'm gonna try going over here. Aha! Okay, I figured it out.
Wow!
This is too much. What happened? Since restrictions on imports have been lifted, the bookstore's getting all sorts of magazines delivered.
So...
But there's so many male idols I don't know. What should I do? Who should I choose? I have to buy more magazines. I have to work more so I can stand more idols. Good luck. I'm just gonna take screenshots of everything funny.
That's great!
There's a greater variety of books compared to before. Amaterasu Corporation must have been keeping a tight grip over what was made available. But there's no need to be afraid of them anymore. People can deal in anything they like now. We should probably have a better covering for this area.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. How can I help?
Do you have what I ordered?
The map, right? You want the world map.
Yes, that's right.
Now that Kanai Ward is no longer isolated, I can order books from around the world.
Hooray.
I'm so giddy about it that I can't help but read every one.
I understand. It's been a while since we were able to interact with anyone outside of the city.
There have been a lot of problems, but Mr. Makoto is handling the negotiations.
Oh, good for him.
So I'm sure it'll be fine.
It will be. Of course.
Mr. Makoto is so amazing. Even if it was decided by the referendum, he quickly ended our isolation and promised to negotiate with the unified government as well. Although he did say it was his way of atoning. He was ready to turn himself in, but we stopped him from doing so with that referendum. Honestly, he doesn't have to force himself to work so hard. It'd be awful if he ever collapsed from it all.
He can deal with it.
Oh, but maybe homunculi don't get tired? I'm not sure myself.
I'm sure they
Whatever
do.
the case, he better not overwork himself. He is Kanai Ward's leader, and leader of us homunculi.
You got that right. The coexistence between humanity and homunculi has just begun. Anyway, about that world map. What made you want to get it?
It's a secret. Sorry. It involves a high school girl's crush.
Oh.
A crush, huh?
So the next up should be the last one. I must have my precious multi-pack of instant ramen.
Another screenshot there. I must. I wouldn't say that's very good travel food though. You need like hot water and a stove and all sorts of things. Even just having access to hot water.
All the meat bun shops vanished from town, but ramen shops popped up in their place.
Oh, it's the real Yuma's shop.
Oh, Kurumi!
Hi, you look busy.
I sure am, but busy is great for business. I need to go inspect the grand openings for our 3 brand new locations.
Hot damn, look at that.
In a strange twist of fate, he appeared in Kanai Ward using his passion for cooking to develop ramen. Ultimately, he turned that ramen into something with all the nutrients a homunculus would need. And of course, it's super
I
yummy,
mean,
says
they would
everyone.
still have to use human bodies, right?
Fate can be such an enigma. Although I originally made a contract with him, I ended up following him here out of guilt. This city was a shock to my system at first, but I was able to open up the ramen shop of my dreams.
Hell yeah.
So I think coming here was the right call. Seriously though, fate can be so strange.
Yes, I think so too. Oh, that's right. May I please have a multi-pack of instant ramen?
Oh
For
snap.
now, I need about a month's supply.
Huh? A month? Sure thing, but why do you need so much?
It's a secret.
Well, she's gonna be away.
Thank you. You want to get a bite to eat while you're here?
No, I'm okay for today.
All right then.
Well,
good reign to you.
Yeah, good reign to you too.
see, now it just makes me wonder, do they charge for this
safely
food?
completed all my preparations. I should head to the Nocturnal Detective Agency. I better hurry or I won't make it in time.
Okay. Are we going there ourselves? Yes. Should be down here. Have I spoken to you?
Huh?
Oh. Oh, yes, I've done this.
Right.
Really surprising, huh?
Well,
Okay. Go this way. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, he did. Oh, we're saving. And off to the suspiciously pink submarine. Boop-a-doo. It's saving.
Well then, let's get going.
Are they just gonna leave
Can't
it?
believe we're saying goodbye to this place. After all is said and done, I'm gonna miss it.
We have shared many memories here.
I feel like
But
I know
departure's
they should
just the start of a
fuel.
new adventure. Be sure not to forget anything before we set sail.
Hey, princess! Your suitcase? We've already forgotten something.
Oh, so true. Hey everyone! You're all still here! I'm glad I made it in time.
Kurumi! You came to see us off? Where are the others? Are any of my fans with you?
No, it's
Oh
just me.
boy.
Huh? Oh, maybe they were too shy to come along.
Babuki is just like, whatever.
Wait, where's Vivia? Vivia? What are you doing?
Is this how he got here?
Hey, Kurumi.
Maybe that's how
I
he got
figured
through.
If I stayed inside a suitcase, someone would carry me. Long trips are exhausting. All journeys can be life-threatening. There is no peace or quiet.
You never change, Vivia.
Alrighty.
Wow. You all really are leaving, huh?
After that incident, we stayed at the agency to monitor what would happen. But our work here is done. This city will be fine.
Yeah, it's time we stepped off the stage. A bunch of detectives just sticking around isn't a great look.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. Detectives are heroes to me.
Kanai Ward is free. If you ever need us, we shall fly to your aid.
Aww.
I've spoken to Makoto as well. If Kanai Ward ever needs detectives, he can call us anytime. Halara Nightmare will be at his service. Obviously, I don't work for cheap.
I wouldn't
So-
expect you to.
Where will you go now?
For now, we're heading back to WDO headquarters. We don't know what'll happen after that. I'm
Meet up
sure we'll
with
be dispatched to some other
Number
job.
1/Yuma again.
The World Detective Organization can be such slave drivers.
I thought WDO
Oh,
headquarters
yeah.
was bombed in that terrorist attack.
How long has it been since then?
On! How many times do I have to explain it to you?
What?
The explosion footage we saw was all a sham!
Why?
A sham? So, it never really happened? Why would anyone do such a thing? For what purpose?
That?
It was all done by Makoto.
Oh.
It wasn't the only thing he fabricated. He made it look like we died too.
Yes,
He
I do
prepared
remember
clothes
that.
identical to our outfits, and also found skeletons similar to our body types.
Yeah, I thought everyone was
It was
dead.
very specific.
I can't believe you got duped like that, Kurumi. Nothing can kill us.
There were letters written by everyone, and I was told it looked like your handwriting.
I hear that was thanks to Makoto's coalescence. Fortes are indeed formidable.
I would expect nothing less of number one's homunculus.
Huh.
Homunculus?
We've already been through this.
Why don't you get it? How many times do I have to explain everything?
Just watch
My
Full Metal
apologies.
Alchemist and you'll get it.
My mind has been in a haze ever since we inhaled that white smoke.
That's been a while.
Do you even know how long ago that was?
After you were knocked out, you all woke up on the top floor of Kanai Tower,
I guess this
right?
is a way to recap.
Yeah. It was Makoto's room. We were trapped in there.
Oh.
While we were locked up, the final battle took place.
Kurumi, you were there, right?
Yes, but only for half of it, really.
To think this was all for the final showdown. It was nothing but a ploy by Makoto to lure Yuma here, who took the lead role.
Jeez. It's all so unbelievable.
Yeah, where's Yuma now?
Then again, almost everything in this city is too.
Yet, what I still struggle to comprehend is that Yuma was number 1 of the WDO.
Yep.
Right. Even I didn't realize it.
Who would have thought my man is the top detective of the WDO?
He didn't either.
Former top detective. He already left the organization.
Oh, wow.
It is such a waste for him to simply discard his position as number 1.
His letter of resignation was submitted before he lost his memories.
Oh, wow.
He had hoped that by quitting, he could bring change to the organization. In this new era, a detective must follow their own creed to solve each case.
He took the first steps to make that reality happen. I think it's commendable. Maybe I should quit too. Work as a detective is getting more and more exhausting.
Yeah.
You were so quick to call it quits.
But where did Yuma, I mean the former number 1, go?
I think it's fine to call him Yuma. It feels better that way.
Yeah.
He vanished without a word. I have no idea where he could be.
Kurumi, I'm sure you're worried too.
Huh? I'm not sure if worried is exactly the right word.
More like concern, really? Alrighty. What more do we have left?
There's something I want to say to everyone.
You're going to find him, right?
Huh?
It doesn't take a detective to notice the giant backpack you're carrying.
Kurumi, are you really going to try to find Yuma?
Do you know where he went?
You still want to go?
I haven't said goodbye yet.
Aw.
Actually, I refuse to say goodbye. I had a lot of fun spending time with Yuma. I've always admired detectives, and investigating with one was like a dream come true. That's why I want to be with him. Even if he's different now, Yuma will always be Yuma.
Come on. If you're gonna confess you love him, just tell him.
Huh? No! That's not what I
Aww.
meant!
Even Fubuki's like, oh goodness.
Besides, I've always wanted to take a trip. It's why I got permission from Mr. Makoto to travel.
Aw.
It'll be fine. I'm sure I can find him. Never underestimate my abilities as an informant.
Are they gonna travel with her? I hope
Right.
so.
believe you can do it, Kurumi.
A master detective and former #1 of the WDO. And a homunculus informant. Yeah, I think you two would make a great team.
Well, come on. We should get going already. Since he quit, the WDO is in a state of chaos. #1's position is still vacant. An election to decide the next #1 will be held among the detectives soon. We need to hurry home.
Aww.
Maybe I'll nominate myself. Hey, what are you saying?
If you find Yuma, give him my regards. Also, tell him I'm still waiting for him to pay up.
Right.
Just because you forgot about Shinigami. Aww. Oh, they left their cool
Bye,
coin.
Halara. I'll see you again soon.
Their little cool. Yes, the coolest send off ever.
Kurumi, if you ever decide to ditch Yuma for me, give me a call anytime. When you do, I hope you'll introduce me to your friends too. And even your friends' friends.
She's like, okay. Alrighty.
See ya. Bye, Kurumi! Let's meet again in our dreams.
Thanks for everything, Tetsuhiko.
Aw, it's just the girls. Just us girlies.
It is so hard to say farewell, but all adventures involve such partings. Well then, I must continue my own adventure. Please take care of yourself, Kurumi. And of course, I must thank the chief as well.
Aww. Oh, her hair clip and the
With
little
all
thing
my
on her
heart.
bag is the same.
Farewell, everyone. Fubuki, I hope to see you somewhere out there in the world.
It's like, I guess I'll
Damn.
walk.
No one's gonna carry me. Great. Walking is way too much effort.
Did
It
he even bring
was
anything?
rather comfortable in there. I know this may sound like a bad joke, given what you are, but I want to die someday.
Please take care, Vivia.
I guess he didn't even have luggage.
Everyone.
Where did the bag go? I
He's
guess
gone.
it's his bag.
Yuma, I won't give up.
Aw. What's in the
Okay.
letter?
I better get going too. Chief Yakou, thank you so much. I met so many people and learned an important truth. It's all thanks to this detective agency. I'm really, truly grateful.
Aw. Aw. Yeah, I guess they close everything.
Dear Kurumi,
Oh.
I'm sorry for suddenly disappearing on you. I thought I should take a little trip. From here on out, I intend to travel the world. There are still cities everywhere in need of detectives. I want to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone. So, I have to go. This is my dream. And also, an important promise I made to someone.
Oh, she has the book.
In the meantime, I want you to hold on to this book for me. Someday, once I'm finished, I'll come back for it.
Someday, he says. I may be immortal, but I'm not that patient.
If only I could relate. Oh, they're out of the rain. Wow. That's what it looks like from the outside. Oh, do we get the final credits? Well, Hilara is voiced by a woman's name. While this happens, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Oh, it's our original group with Peachy, our girlfriend, for 5 minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Do see him get what he deserves. Yeah, Makoto, it's funny, Makoto has very much Nagito vibes. Oh, they did mocap? That's cool. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, look at that saxophone. You can hear that. Yoshiki Sonata. Look at you go. bunch of people worked on this. Spike Tunesoft, you've done it once again. Is that it? Oh. Hold on. What is this? What's this?
Has anyone seen my daughter? Please! I need information!
Kurumi! Where are you?
We did it, boss!
Oh shit. Even better. Oh.
There's a murder investigation over there. Seriously? Again?
Oh, where is he?
All right.
It's the feds. Damn. Look at them clouds. Wow. Now what? Okay, well, that's it for this. Let's switch over to this. Okay. Tokyo. From the beginning. Well, what are the options? Oh. There. Alright, let's start. Oh, Yakou Furio. Lazy and irresponsible at first glance. The Kanai Ward native is a detective and head of the only agency in the city, the Nocturnal Detective Agency. Even if you forget how to be angry, even if you forget how to be sad, even if you forget the blue of the sky, even if you forget the shimmer of the stars. Oh. How to be a master detective, a Yakou Furio case. I only realized the loftiness of my expectations for how rewarding and exciting part-time work at a bar could be after those expectations weren't met. In other words, working at a bar was neither rewarding nor exciting. Learning how to mix drinks and dealing with drunks were complete hassles, and there wasn't even the shoulder of a cute coworker to cry on. Of course. It was pretty much just me, the only part-timer, alone with the 40-something-year-old bearded owner. Sometimes I'd be left to fend for myself until the next day rolled around. There were plenty of reasons to leave, including the fact that it was a job anybody could do. Not to mention it was just too physically demanding. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually quit. Everyone around me was buckling down for college exams or making the most of their last summer of freedom, but I couldn't be bothered. If I quit my job, I'd have nothing to do. The clock was ticking, though. Living off the wages of a part-time bartender was rough, and if I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, I'd end up in a Kanai Ward factory, probably some place like Amaterasu Corp, which had been making waves. Clock in for exactly 8 hours every day. Come evening, some boring book in one hand and a beer in the other. Repeat ad nauseum for 40 and 50 years. Terrifying. Terrifying how perfectly clear that image is in my head. There is just nothing I wanted to be. Or rather, it's more like I don't think I can be what I want to be. And so, to not have to deal with those sorts of unproductive thoughts, I mix drinks at a bar. Ice, whiskey, cola. Ice, whiskey, cola. Ice, whiskey, whiskey. The first 2 drinks should be stiff. The more booze flows, the less fussy customers tend to be. But get them too drunk and you'll only find yourself in more trouble. So hitting that sweet spot is the key. The trick is to watch the eyelids. Even if someone looks sober, once their eyelids start to droop, it means they're 1 or 2 drinks away from a meltdown or throwing stuff around. But someone who looks dead drunk can stand firm on his own 2 feet all night long as his eyelids don't give. The most annoying customers are the ones who only order beer or drinks on the rocks. Simple orders, sure, but I can't adjust the strength of their drinks. All I can do is offer a chaser and hope the person I'm dealing with doesn't suck. A waste of my skills and dreams in youth that would otherwise go completely unused. Also, I can snag a couple extra sales. Beardy left me alone today. Since all the customers had already left, I closed the till and a little earlier than usual. Not bad, earnings-wise. It is Friday, after all. As I count up the sales, I think about my crap hourly wage. I'm sure I put the close sign on the door, but it suddenly bursts open all the same. Sorry, but we're already hand over the money. What? 2 skinny guys in balaclavas, both holding black batons. Oh, one of the balaclavas walks up right to me and crack. A sound like one billiard ball smashing into another. There's an iron tang to the back of my nose, and I find myself facing the ceiling. Huh? Oh, it seems like I've been attacked. I turn my head in time to see the backs of darkened figures as they scram out the front of the bar. I check the register sitting there on the counter, completely cleaned out, aside from a few coins. Tough break. Yeah, right. Why are you doing this, Yakou? I push my out of the bar in pursuit, but the balaclava boys are nowhere to be seen. What to do? Should I look around more? No, I should call the police. Wait, before that, I need to tell Beardy. You alright? A strange old guy in a beaten-up suit calls out to me. I'm pretty far from alright, but I'm not about to tell him that. Your nose is leaking. What? Then I realize it. The sensation of cold blood beneath my nostrils. Along that and realization, I feel a feeling in the bridge of my nose like it's about to explode. You got robbed or what? Yeah. What's your name? Yakou. Yakou Furio. Wrong. Your name's Adel Weber. What? You know the rundown office building on the other side of the hotel? It used to have a cram school inside. Well, they're on the 2nd floor. Go and give him that name. You'll get your money back. Huh? Wait, what are you talking about? It's true. I can see the future. It's not like I believe anybody can actually see the future. But when some middle-aged guy says something that cryptic, it then disappears, it holds a certain persuasive power over you. And to be honest, it would have been a hassle getting the police or Beardy involved. It's not like I'd get the money back, and more importantly, Beardy can be a total pill. So I went to the building to see for myself. Lights only seeping out of the windows on the 2nd floor. The old man was right. Seriously? Of course, that isn't proof the balaclavas from before are actually inside. But I'm hoping they are. I'm hoping what the man said about getting my money back is true. That what he said about being able to see the future is true. I wouldn't complain about a little excitement in this boarding life of mine from time to time. Half filled with prayer and half filled with excitement, I slowly climbed the pitch-black stairwell of the building. Upon reaching the second floor, I find myself in front of a dented aluminum door. Light trickles through a pane of frosted glass set at eye level. If those guys are really in this building, I'm in the right place. So what now? Am I supposed to kick down the door and tell them I'm Ada Weber like the old guy told me to? Ridiculous. Even if this is their hideout, it's not like they'll believe me just because I say that name. And I doubt they're gonna stop at a nosebleed this time. I should definitely just call the police. Is someone there? Did they hear me? Or maybe they saw me through the glass? Whoa! The aluminum door burst open, like someone kicked it from the other side. Who the hell are you? A young man who might be one of the balaclavas from earlier scowls at me. Behind him is a dusty room, roughly the size of a small studio apartment. In the center of the room is a large table littered with half-eaten rice. On either side of it are two shabby couches, their stuffing popping out. Seated on one of the couches is a young man who could also be one of the balaclava boys. Hey, aren't you the guy from the bar? Return the money, please. Nah, I don't feel like it. The guy sitting on the sofa reaches one hand back without looking. The metal bat sprouts from behind him. Crap. This really isn't going to end with just a nosebleed. The words spill out from my mouth before I can even think. I'm Ada Weber. The men look at one another. I can tell they're discussing something wrong. Discussing something with those glances. Ada, you don't think what? What are they thinking? I don't know. I have no idea. Give me 1 sec. Actually, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, where did we leave off? Okay. The only thing I do know, is that if I stay here any longer, things aren't gonna end well for me. Please return it. Now. The men confer again with their eyes. Silence. I notice flecks of dust swirl before me. We're sorry. The guy holding the metal bat bows with fervor. Before I can blink, his partner up close does the same. Blood, likely frozen by the tension, resumes flowing through me. The edges of my vision flicker white. Ada Weber. Who the hell is he? It has to be someone whose face those guys don't know. Someone they can't refuse, but no explanation comes to mind. Maybe they're flunkies in some gang, and Ada Weber is the name of their boss. Maybe he's so secretive, even to the other gang members don't know his face. Or maybe I've seen way too many B movies. And when I ask who the hell he is, I also mean the man in the suit. He claimed he could see the future, but was he being serious? Granted, he was right about the Ada Weber thing, and I did get the money back, but that doesn't prove he's clairvoyant. Hold on. What if the old man is actually Ada Weber? I mean, he could be, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. And so, in conclusion, just who the hell is this Ada Weber guy? Well, anyway, I'd recovered the stolen money. Either because the adrenaline had worn off or I'd just crossed an incredibly dangerous bridge, I found myself covered in goosebumps. If you had told me my skull was crushed by that metal bat and I was just a stain on the wall, I might have believed you. And so in that state, I made my way back to the bar. You're back early, the old guy in the suit sitting at the corner at the counter says to me, somewhat casually. What are you doing here? Nothing, really. I just thought you'd want a proper farewell is all. I appreciate it, but I have no idea what's going on. Before we get into that, how'd it go? You get the money back? Yeah, thanks to you. But what's this all about? Can you really see the future? And what's the deal with Ada Weber and... Oh, right. I'm a master detective. Huh? You know what I'm talking about, master detectives? I mean, I've heard things, but... Master detectives. Sleuths with extraordinary abilities belonging to an extra-legal, extra-privileged organization devoted to eradicating the world's unsolved mysteries. The World Detective Organization. Telekinesis, clairvoyance, mind reading. The ultimate detectives. Heroes. No kidding. You're pretty well informed. When I was a kid, I mean, I'm still a kid, but I used to want to be a detective. Oh, that means your forensic forte is being able to see the future, right? I think he mentioned this, like when we first met him. That he met someone who's a clairvoyant. Yeah, my forte is called foresight. When I touch someone, I can see the next hour of their life. Well, I say see. It's more like an instant imprint onto my mind. Hold on a second. If you have to touch someone physically for your power to work, does it mean you touched the robbers earlier? Oh. They bumped right into me when they left a bar. They were causing a ruckus, so I looked into their futures. I saw their hideout was on the other side of the hotel, and their boss's last name was Weber, and that he had a little brother named Adel. They didn't seem to know the brother, so I gave you the name. I see. The boss's little brother. That does explain what happened earlier, but I'm parched. How about pouring me a beer? Sure, no problem, but what? If you got a problem, if you got something to say it. I'm just wondering if it's all true. You did help me out earlier, but that doesn't mean you couldn't have known about the robbery before then. You might even be the boss, or his brother, Adel Weber, as cliche as it sounds. And to be frank, it's hard to imagine a real master detective would just be sitting in front of me. You did mention about something about wanting to be a detective. Pain in my ass. Sorry. First of all, the name's Mitsumi. Mitsumi Haring, not Ada Weber. Second, if you want proof, I can see the future. Mitsumi places the palm of his hand on his forehead as if he were checking for a fever. There we go. You see that woman in the dress through the glass door? Yeah? Yeah. The woman in a black dress walks toward us from an alley. And there's a man in the hoodie by the pole in front of her, yeah? Yeah. The woman is gonna walk past the man in the hoodie. After 3 seconds, she'll drop something like a handkerchief or a scarf. The man will step forward and pick it up, just as she realizes that she dropped it, and turns around. A chance encounter. They'll recognize each other, decide to grab drinks, and walk away. He lays it all out in detail. The woman walks past the man in the hood. 1, 2... Oh. She drops her scarf. Needless to say, the rest plays out just like Mitsume had predicted. I saw my own future. The future we're witnessing now. Rad. Of course he says that. He's the real deal. To think that someone as terrifying as a master detective is here, in Kanai Ward. What's he doing in a place like this? Is he working a case? What kind of cases has he solved before? Questions bubble up like a freshly opened bottle of tonic water. But first, I have to thank you properly. Don't worry about it. I just felt like helping. If you must, how about bringing me that beer? But I'd feel bad if I couldn't do something to pay you back. That's a lie. Oh. I was just like, Of course I want to thank him, but there's more to it. I don't want this meeting to end. I want to get into his good graces. Oh yeah? He thinks for a second. Then how about working part-time in my detective agency? Huh? It'd suit you better than this place. Wow. And so, I started working at Mitsume's detective agency, the Kanai Ward branch of the World Detective Organization. I quit my job at the bar without a second thought. It occurred to me again that the reason I'd kept mixing drinks was because I was worried about not having anything to do. I was so excited to start my new, extraordinary life working under a master detective, but it wasn't what I expected. The only cases assigned to me involved finding lost cats and investigating cheating spouses. Dumbass, how are you gonna get help with requests from the WDO? Those are top secret. You get the run-of-the-mill stuff I don't need to be bothered with. The easy jobs. Make sense? Makes sense. A silly dream shattered in an instant. By the way, the office was as typical gets. Just a normal room in a regular office building. I had imagined, fantasized, about hidden doors behind bookshelves, which would subsequently lead to rooms filled with cutting-edge tech. You can imagine my disappointment when I saw a branch office of the world-renowned WDO. How dense are ya? Only the diffident would get hung up on that kind of crap. Yeah, I get it, but it's natural for a teenage boy to have that sort of expectation, right? That said, since I'd started working at Mitsume's agency, my day-to-day life blossomed. Partly because I'd wanted to be a detective ever since I was a kid, and partly because even seemingly straightforward jobs required some degree of creativity. Take a lost cat, for example. I'd have to consider its personality, lifestyle, the surrounding geography, and so on if I wanted to guess where it might be. If I found it, I'd feel like I'd just beaten the game. If I didn't, it became trial and error. There was something to learn in that repetition. Adultery cases were usually depressing, but staking out a hotel made me feel like I was doing real detective work. And although it wasn't like me, I'd get swept up in the emotion of it all when a client tearfully said something like, "No, I can start my life over." But when I reported to Mitsume about these experiences, I'd be met with a cold expression. You're a real detective once those emotions end. Once it becomes routine and no longer affects you. Then why are you a detective? What's your motivation now? I don't need motivation. A pro just gets the job done. For real? I mean, I'd already figured this emotional high wouldn't last forever, but Mitsume's words hit me harder than anything Beardy had ever said. I learned I was the shallow type of person who puts title and position above all else. Because truthfully, you've got a knack for this, kid. Nothing made me happier when Mitsume praised me. Me, having a knack for anything. I couldn't help but chuckle to myself. Driven by that high, I felt nothing but respect for him at first. But master detectives are human too. When it came to women, Mitsume was particularly human. More than once, I'd arrive at their office to find a strange woman sleeping on the couch. During one such occasion, another woman showed up at the same time. The two women inevitably met, and Mitsume ran off after telling me to take care of it. In the end, both women waited in the office all day after listening to Mitsume make his sweat-laden excuses upon his return. Slapped him in the face. It was the first time I'd seen an adult grovel on his knees. I also sometimes wondered if there was some hidden meaning to the assignments Mitsume threw my way. Like the time I had to sit in a specific seat in a cafe for a whole day, literally just sit, or when I endlessly tailed some guy without knowing a single thing about him. A chubby guy in red sweats. I followed him the entire day and didn't see anything suspicious. But they were Mitsume's orders, which meant there had to be some intention behind them, and thus I tackled them all with diligence. I also scrubbed the bathroom in the office until it shined. Inevitably, I started to realize that detective work was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But anybody can dream. The hard part is keeping that dream alive. It's been 2 months since I started working at Mitsume's detective agency. I'm in the red light district, hunting for a lost cat. The lights around me dim as I turn into an alley. In that moment, a large black car stops on the side of the road. Sitting in the driver's seat and riding shotgun are the balaclava boys from before. This time, they're barefaced and wearing ill-fitting suits. I hide behind a telephone pole as soon as I recognize them. Up to no good again, I guess. Or maybe they just finished? As I observed them, I noticed Mitsume in the back seat. Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's going on? Okay, sorry. I'm just reading this now. He's laughing with the man beside him. The man has tattoos and a circular pattern beneath both eyes. Teardrops. Lots of them. See, wasn't it also Fubuki who had like 2 teardrop makeup tattoos? So it's customary for gangbangers to get a teardrop tattooed for each person they kill, right? In that case, how many lives has this guy taken? Wait, hold on. Could the tattooed man be Ada Weber's older brother? The boss of the Balaclava Boys? That would explain why one of them's the driver. But why is Mitsume joking around with a gang boss? Is Mitsume actually the boss's younger brother? No, the tattooed man looks younger. If anything, he'd be Mitsume's younger brother. But that would make Mitsume the boss. Maybe they're just friends? Business partners? Whatever the case, I'd been duped. But in what way? To what end? I continue watching as whatever strength holding me up drains from my legs. How long has it been now? 10 minutes? After they wrap up their friendly chat, Mitsume hands the tattooed man an envelope. He checks the contents, a fat stack of cash. His fingers flicker as he counts it. He grins with an expression that says, "All here." Mitsume exits the car along with the balaclava boys. Turning to face them, he lowers his head in a bow of thanks. What? Then disappears into the red light district. My legs give out. Behind closed eyelids, a white haze whirls. The hell? What's going on? Mitsume gave the money, so he must be involved in something shady, right? But he's the master detective of the World Detective Organization. Wait, what if he's been lying about being a master detective? No, he definitely saw the future. Even if he knew the location of the Balaclava's boys' hideout, because he was in bed with them. But that wouldn't explain how he knew what would happen outside the bar. Unless that was also some kind of trick? Yakou? I turned my head up toward the voice. Who is this again? A woman in her mid-20s. Did you already forget? We met at the detective agency, remember? I ran into that other woman. I'm Ehab, but you can call me Iha. The name doesn't ring a bell, but she's definitely one of Mitsume's playmates. What's wrong? You look terrible. Well, that's... never mind. I'm just dealing with some personal issues. Does it have something to do with Mitzi? What makes you think that? All he does is make the people around him cry, including me and other women, of course. He's not a bad guy, though. Oh, but I guess that's something people usually say about bad guys. Did you know he can see the future? Huh? The future? Like ESP? Yeah, he claims that if he touches someone, he can see the next hour of their life. Oh, you're joking. Mitsume usually kept quiet about being a master detective, so it's not surprising Ehab doesn't know. But it makes sense if you think about it, right? If Mitsume can see the future, it'd explain everything. You want to believe him, don't you? I guess so. But it's not true. He can't see the future. If he could, he wouldn't be so terrible with women. I wouldn't have bumped into that other woman. Well, you see, there are special conditions for his power to work, and... he would have to touch me, right? That's the condition? He certainly did that, and then some. Oh boy. Sexy. Not so 90s. The extent of my knowledge about that kind of thing is limited to what I've seen in books and videos. Nothing more. But if she says that's what happened, then that's what happened. The conditions must have been met. Maybe he has a personal policy not to use his foresight in private matters, or maybe it goes against his principles. But that's a lot to assume of him. Hypothetically speaking, what if Mitsume is a fraud? He wouldn't be able to see the future. But if that were true, he wouldn't have been able to predict what we saw through the glass door of the bar. Did he hire actors beforehand, anticipating I'd doubt his abilities? No, what would be the point of doing all that just to fool me? Or maybe that scene he predicted was actually one that happened all the time, and I just never noticed. Then again, he said the woman would suddenly drop her scarf. For him to know that, he had to be clairvoyant. When the deductions don't add up, investigate the scene. I parted ways with Ahab and went back to my old bar. I didn't burn any bridges when I quit, but I also didn't want to deal with Beardy. My reluctance was ultimately unwarranted. He'd already hired a new part-timer, a cute one at that. It seems like he hadn't given my resignation a second thought. If anything, he was probably grateful I left. I order a cola and sit in the same seat Mitsume sat in when he made his prediction, and look out the glass door. No sign of the woman or the man in the hood from before. Oops. The current time is a little earlier than the time at which Mitsume had made his prediction back then. Before I entered the bar, I looked around in the area where the woman had dropped her scarf. I didn't find an air vent or any other contrivance that would have increased the likelihood of someone dropping something. I continue observing through the glass door, but no ideas come to mind. There's only the melting ice in my drink. Excuse me. Is the expression on my face that dour? The part-timer who had taken over my position speaks to me gingerly. It's not Skull. Would you like anything else? Oh, I'm not sure I'm even going to finish this. That's right. Fundamentals. After I investigate the scene, the next step is to question the witnesses. Can I ask you something? Have you ever looked through the glass door and seen a woman drop her scarf near the pole? No, I don't think so. Figured as much. Oh, that must have been the cue, right? The cue? Oh, shit! Okay, hold up. You don't know? The other day, a group of drug dealers were arrested. I guess they were selling on the streets around here because the owner and I were both questioned by the police. They said the dealers and customers had a secret way of communicating with each other, and it sounded like that might be what you were describing. That's it. Mitsume knew the man by the pole was a dealer, and the woman approaching was a customer, and what their secret cue was. The way he described it made it sound like he could see the future. But come to think of it, he was vague when he said she'd drop a handkerchief or a scarf. Oh. He knew the cue was to drop something made of cloth, but didn't know what it'd be. That is confirmed. Mitsume can't see the future. He lied about belonging to the World Detective Organization. He's just a local detective with ties to a criminal outfit. But I still can't figure out why he helped me after I'd been robbed. Did he want a grunt around to take care of easy jobs for him? Or did he just want to mess with the Balaclava boys? There are plenty of explanations, and they all fit. Still, I don't want to believe it. I want to believe Mitsume. I want to believe he's really a master detective who can see the future, that he's working towards some goal I can't even imagine, that all of my suspicions will be flipped around with one triumphant final move, like in a game of checkers. Something like that. I can't help but believe in that sort of future. He must have come straight back from the red light district. Mitsume was lying on the couch, puffing a cigarette with the newspaper in hand. What's up? What's with that scary looking face? I told him everything. That I saw him hand money to the tattooed man in the black car. That I figured out the foresight trick he had pulled at the bar. Oh, that. Despite the weight of my accusations, Mitsume's expression doesn't change. Smoke seeps from his mouth as he exhales. A nerve-wracking 2 or 3 seconds. I lose the battle of wills and begin blurting out words. But why? Did someone force your hand? Or is there some kind of hidden agenda, right? Nah. He puts out the cigarette. Unbothered expression on his face, he continues. You're right about everything. I can't see the future, and I'm not a master detective with the WDO. I'm just another private eye born and raised in Kanai Ward. I cover up the tattoo guy's crimes, and in return, his boys tread some more of the great territory to help me with my work. I lied to you about seeing the future because I wanted to have some fun with those goons. And because I thought the place could use a maid. Well, he lights up another smoke like it's an afterthought. Valuable lesson, don't you think? That's what being a detective is about. What now? Quit crying. Thought you were a man. You're one to talk. I take it you're quitting. Do you even need to ask? Oh boy. It didn't hurt too much. When I think about what happened at Mitsume's detective agency, it feels like a story someone else told me. Like it isn't real because I didn't personally experience it, so it doesn't affect me. Even factoring in all the deception, I can shrug it off because it's not my problem. Maybe the shock of finding out I'd been duped triggered a subconscious defense mechanism that's protecting me from dealing with the pain directly. Well, so be it. Oh, I need to get my other water bottle. I have no desire to face it head on. Thus ends the Yakou Furio part-timer at a detective agency chapter of my life. Truth be told, I still wanted to know if the jobs Mitsume had sent me on, like finding cats, investigating cheating spouses, as well as the ones I couldn't explain, sitting in a cafe all day or following someone around unnoticed, actually had hidden meaning. Was it some sort of fundamental detective training? Was it just an excuse to get me out of the office so he could bring women back? Anything seemed possible. Well, whatever. Who cares? Someone so easily fooled isn't cut out for detective work anyway. It's all right. What I should have been thinking about was what to do with my free time. I quit the bar, I quit the agency, and was back at square one. I finally have to decide what to do with my life. I don't want to think about it yet. I tried looking for a new part-time job, but the idea of tutoring at a cram school or working in food service feels off. So I've been going to arcades instead. Sometimes I challenge nerds and delinquents in fighting games, and sometimes I kill time with puzzle games. I'm burning through the money I'd saved up from working. I'm intentionally cutting off my escape routes, though I don't plan on making the arcade my home. Oh. That said, after a month as a regular, I'd gotten pretty good. Sometimes when I square off with someone on the other side of the cabinet who's on my level, a crowd forms. All dudes, of course. Arms crossed or chin in hands, they scrutinize my matches as if they have control over the outcome. Actually, I don't hate it. When I win, their reserved applause goes beyond the "wow, cool" type of platitude you'd get from some chick. It's genuine admiration. Craving that validation, I grip the stick and hit the buttons. I block my opponent's attacks with precise timing and take advantage of their openings to land weak but confirmed counters. His gradually depleting HP bar is the remaining distance to the finish line. It calls to me. Ah, Yakou, so this is where you've been. Oh? What? My opponent combos into a super that lands squarely on my chin. My fighter, a capoeirista, is sent flying and lands on his back. Sparse applause sounds, but not for me. My eyes narrow as I turn toward the voice. A woman with a familiar face stands before me, whose name I don't recall. Mitsume's playmate number 2. She bumped into Ahab that one time. Kiriko Cornelius. Remember me? Maybe not. It's been a while. Long time no see. I've been looking for you. I don't have your info, and Mitsume said he didn't know where you were either. Why? What do you need from me? Well, I have a request. A mystery I want you to solve. A mystery? You mean like a case? Exactly. An unsolved case. In short, Kiriko's story. She had a twin sister, Angie, I guess. Angie Cornelius. Or Ange, I'm gonna say Angie. And an incident occurred 12 years ago when they were both elementary school students. Angie disappeared without a trace. The police organized a search, but they couldn't find her. 12 years passed without any leads. However, bones believed to belong to Angie washed up on the riverbank in Kanai Ward's Kamisaki district a few days ago. During the course of forensic investigation, the bones were found to belong not to Angie, but to her sister. What? Kiriko Cornelius. What? We decided in an arcade those were her bones? I'm so confused. We decided an arcade wasn't the best place for a conversation of this magnitude. It relocated to a cafe. Kiriko calmly takes a drag of her cigarette. None of it makes sense. There are a few things bothering me. Of course. Of course. Ask away. Are you saying the two of you were switched? If Kiriko is the one who died, that would make you the supposedly missing Angie, correct? Not quite. It's still under investigation, but it's a possibility. I've gone my entire life thinking I'm Kiriko Cornelius, but maybe I'm really Angie. I might have been swapped and just never realized it. But why do you want me to solve it? I'm not Mitsume, and this is the sort of thing you'd ask the WDO to handle. I can't tell you that just yet. You can't tell me? You'll understand once you arrived at the scene. The riverbank where my bones washed up. Why can't you just tell me now? Like I said, it'll all make sense once you're there. Oh, and don't tell Mitsume about this. Can't wrap my head around it. Why, after 12 years, are bones discovered belonging to the sister who had been living a normal life till now, rather than the sister who had disappeared? Why, of all people, am I being asked to investigate this case? There isn't a single mystery in this world I should have to solve. Hell, the mystery itself doesn't want me solving it. But what if it does? What if it's a mystery only I can solve? Or rather, what if it's a mystery that wants to be solved by me specifically? A story that doesn't begin until I take on the mantle of a detective. I had already decided to pretend my dream never existed in the first place, and yet my heart raced. It sped up as the distance between me and a detective closed. Alright then. I stopped my bike at the riverbank and surveyed the area. Kiriko, Angie? Said I would understand once I was there, but there are no signs of a police investigation, and I have no idea where the bones washed up. All I know is what noise and light reflecting off the surface of the black water tells me. The river is raging. Oh. Yo, you made it. A familiar voice from behind. The instant realization I'd made a critical mistake. I turn away from the black water. Oh, shit. Before me is a man with tattoos, teardrops. Lots of them. Oh, shit. Behind him are a dozen or so bare-faced young men, including the balaclava boys, each holding matching batons. Oh my god, what? The tattooed man begins to speak with a smirk, as if he was putting on a performance. I missed you, baby bro. You are Ada Weber, my younger brother, aren't you? What do you want? Why go through all this trouble to bring me out here? Don't you think you owe me an apology first? Why would I apologize for getting back stolen money? If anyone should Shut it. The tattooed man moves closer. I have to get out of here. I look both ways, but I'm trapped. Whichever direction I run, one of the goons is gonna get me. Just as I make the realization, there's an iron tang in the back of my nose, and I find myself facing the sky. You quit work for Mitsume, huh? Another blow to my face. I guess that means I got no reason to hold back. Why? God damn. Again in the face. My cheek is kissing the pavement. The tattooed man straddles around my waist. My arms take the brunt of the damage meant for my face, and my brain latches onto one thing as if it's being touched. He doesn't have to hold back because I quit working for Mitsume? Confirmation the two of them have been working together. Dirty cops and gang members don't mess with each other's people. Guess that quid pro quo type of relationship meant I had protection until now. Whew! Ouch. The tattooed man gets up and kicks me once in the ribs. I reflexively curl up into a ball and take another kick to the back of my head. My consciousness leaps, or rather soars from me for a second. It returns and I wonder, is this really happening just because I took back the money? Bastard. Always in the way, doing whatever pleases you. What? Always in the way? Pleases me? You know you're gonna die, right? You don't have the look of someone who's accepted it yet. He says this with a red and bloodshot glare. Huh? What? I'm a little scared. Please, what? Oh. He delivers the strongest kick yet to my stomach, and I believe everything he says. He's gonna kill me. I'll become a tattoo under his eyes. But always in the way? Doing whatever pleases me? I think there's been a misunderstanding. I'm gonna be killed because of it. I can't even draw a breath to try and explain. There were still plenty of things I wanted to do. I wanted to travel abroad and experiment with a girl and become a detective. Yeah, I wanted to become a detective. I wonder what's going on. When the tattooed man stopped kicking me? Or am I currently dead? In my current state of mind, I hear sirens, but I can't tell if they're real or imaginary. Police? Did some kind soul call them? I managed to raise my head to and try to grasp the situation. First, it doesn't seem like I'm dead. Second, this feels real. 6 police cars are parked along the vastness of the riverbank. Cops that spilled out from them are running around shouting and threatening the goons. The goons, including the tattooed man, look bewildered. Damn it! The tattooed man takes off at full speed. Freeze, creep! An officer gives chase. Not happening. One of the tattooed man's henchmen tackles the officer, and the two crash into the ground. That triggers an all-out war. The hell? I don't know what's going on, but it seems I'm saved. Yo, long time no see, Yakou. Huh? I follow the source of the voice as he enters my field of vision. Of course. Your nose is leaking. Mitsume. It's just not just my nose, is it? Nope. You look terrible. What the hell is going on? I'll explain everything, but first, what's with that intense stare? Mitsume lowers his head to peer into my eyes. My bad for being late. What? We were planning on to arrive sooner, but got a bit tied up. Please, stop bowing. And what do you mean? What are you apologizing for? Did he? Oh my god, what did he do? Mitsume raises his head and fiddles with his lighter, trying to light his cigarette. Simply put, it's just a job. A job? Truth is, all that stuff about being a master detective who can see the future isn't true. I really am just a local private eye. Yeah, but... He sits down on the spot. Finally successful in lighting up his smoke, he gets comfortable and goes on. Just like you said, I partnered up with Tattoo Face and his runts, but I also had ties with the police. Detectives are basically mercenaries, you know, so that kind of thing happens. This is where it gets complicated. About a week before I bumped into you, the police asked me to work with them in bringing down that gang. They were starting to get a little out of hand, so the police offered me a pretty sweet deal. Naturally, I accepted it. Coincidentally, I ran into you, the person they just robbed. I figured I could use you, so I set you as bait to lure them into blatantly committing a crime. Then the police can't take care of the rest. You know they were about to kill you, right? At the very least, Big Brother Weber is gonna get slapped with an attempted murder charge. So you were planning this from the day we met? That's the gist of it. Okay, but you don't actually have foresight or whatever, so... You remember all those meaningless jobs I sent you on? Sitting on a specific seat in a cafe all day, endlessly tailing someone you didn't know a thing about? It was all to disrupt their drug deals. The cafe you sat in was where the transaction slid down. The person you followed around with no subtlety was a dealer. The gang let you be since you were with me, but their hatred built up all the same. They were ready to snuff you the second you left my protection. By the way, when you saw me handing money over to Big Brother Weber, that was me making up for your actions. It was an apology for how you were interfering with their business, going about it as you pleased. As I pleased? Right. I told them you were acting alone out of your own weird sense of justice. I see. I'd been in the way, doing as I pleased, completely without my knowledge. One last thing. If the plan was to book him, why not strike it there? Wait, who's saying that? Okay. Who's saying this? Oh. If the plan was to book him, why not strike it while they're in the middle of a deal? Sounds like a good idea, but wouldn't have worked. Big Brother Weber, old tattoo face, rarely gets his hands dirty. Even if we hit the sites where the deals go down, we'd only catch the small fry. That wouldn't have fixed anything. That's why we had to use you as bait. Whether it's to maintain discipline in the ranks, or to keep the underlings afraid, only the boss decided when it was time to kill someone, so I made him want to murder you. Well, sorry about that. School of Hard Knocks, right? First and foremost, are you kidding? They were about to kill me. That kind of apology isn't worth shit. I could have actually died. Fuck off. But at the same time, rad. You know what? I'm gonna use that. Oh, I can't take a capture. Well. Okay. Whatever. Whatever little of my brain that's still functional can figure out this much. If this is just a regular detective, imagine how impressive master detectives belonging to the WDO must be. Whatever anger and dejection I feel over being used as a pawn is supplanted by envy for detectives. That said, I force my aching body up to shove Mitsume by the shoulder. Gah! Mitsume, the man who cannot see the future, falls into the evening river. Bwap! What the hell was that? Simply put, it's just payback. That was dangerous. I actually came close to respecting that fraud. Thanks to Mitsume, the gang has been dismantled. With that, Kanai War just became just a little more peaceful. It doesn't feel that way, but it must be, right? As for me, I returned to my part-time job at Mitsume's agency. Lost cats and cheating spouses. Plus, occasionally assisting Mitsume when he'd get a request. Stuff that felt like real detective work. No more concerns about my future path anymore. I tossed those aside. I decided I'd train here a bit longer and become a detective. It was embarrassing to admit, so I still hadn't told Mitsume. 2 months passed after my return to the office. And just like that, my life as I know it comes to an abrupt end. The detective agency is finished. What? What did you do? What's that supposed to mean? I'm getting married. What? To Ahab. You met her, didn't you? Oh, congratulations. We're moving to her hometown. Not sure if I'll set up a new office there, but I'm finished here. An unexpected ending. But a happy one. Happy? Happy. A happy ending. As if, from what Ahab said, it didn't seem like she thought much of Mitsume, but I guess people just say things sometimes. I don't understand a woman's heart. What about you? Have you decided what you're going to do with your life? I was thinking of becoming a detective. It's something I've wanted since I was a kid, and it looks like it could be fun from what I've seen. Huh. Not a bad idea. You're just saying that. Nah, I'm serious. Makes me kinda happy. Feels like my time as a detective in this town has some meaning. Huh. I see. That's one way to look at it. My desire to become a detective gives meaning to Mitsume's efforts here as a detective. Well, ultimately, it's my dream. Something I'm doing for my own sake. I want to become the type of detective who makes people happy to have me around. Aww, afterward. Yoichiro Koizumi. I hope you enjoyed How to Be a Master Detective, a Yakou Furio case. This novel is about an event that took place more than a decade before the main game, but you can read it before or after playing. When did you read it? Before or after? After. If you're going to start playing soon, I hope you look forward to seeing what Yakou becomes. If you've already played, try imagining how Yakou's life would have turned out if he'd never experienced the events of the novel. Would his future change or not? It might be fun to think about. Who is this from before? Yoichiro Koizumi. That's a message from Yoichiro Koizumi. Oh. Now from Kazutaka Kodaka. What do you think of a young Yakou story? Did you read it before you played the game or after you finish it? If you read it before, please read it again after playing. You might experience brand new feelings. If you read it after, please erase your memory and read it again as if you've never played the game before. Okay. Well, that's it. No. And I'll end things off here, like I always do, by saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, good luck, good riddance, and stay safe. Hope you guys enjoyed the free audiobook reading, but this is where I say goodbye. You don't have to save this time.